This is how to stop procrastinating and start getting your work done when you don't know what to do. I'm going to break down what procrastination is, what perfectionism is, how they are linked, and how to break the cycle. I know that you are meant for more because I felt that exact same way. I just couldn't get started. Clarity over discipline. If you saw my last video, you would have heard that the world just tells you try harder. Hustle culture, self-improvement tells you to try harder. But in today's video, I'm going to break that down even further and help you change your mindset when it comes to procrastination. So what does procrastination cost you? And this is something that you really have to come to terms with, okay? So if nothing changes in the next 6 months, where are you? Procrastination costs you time. You're delaying progress when it comes to your business, when it comes to your content. Most people don't lack discipline. In fact, sometimes they do lack discipline, right? But most of the time, they lack clarity, peace, and systems to start. Because a lot of people, when they procrastinate, they have no idea where to start. They don't have a system to go, okay, this is the start and this is the beginning. In Matthew 25, in the parable of the talents, which is actually parable, is actually talking about money, not talent as in skills and gifts. But in this context, I'm going to be using it as skills and gifts, okay? So the third servant wasn't punished for failing, but for doing nothing with what he was given. He was trusted with something small, smaller than the other servants, okay? He had a smaller portion of money than the other people. And instead of putting it in a bank or doing something low risk, he ended up doing nothing. Point is, he was trusted with something and he didn't give it his all. You see, God trusts us with gifts, right? He trusts you with gifts and skills you've been given, right? This could be speaking skills. It could be, to do with business, marketing, creating content. It could be leadership. The question is, what will you do with it? So let's understand what procrastination is and perfectionism, because a lot of the times you need to understand why you do it, to give yourself the self-awareness in the moment to go, oh, I'm procrastinating. Oh, I'm doing X, Y, Z. So what is procrastination? Procrastination isn't laziness. It's a habit. I want you to realize that you are not a procrastinator. You may label yourself as a perfectionist, but it is just a habit that you can break out of. If you keep labeling yourself as a workaholic, in my case, you are only going to be enforcing that identity. Whereas if you start going, you know what, I do procrastinate, but I'm not a procrastinator. That is not in my identity. You can then start changing your mindset. Procrastination is talking about delaying tasks, not because we're lazy, but to avoid stress, discomfort, or uncertainty. It's usually caused by a lack of clarity, motivation, or emotional resistance, not poor time management. It can be, but it's not always. The other thing I wanted to add here is a lot of the times we actually procrastinate and we avoid the thing to avoid stress, right? But also as a stress relief. By avoiding the stress of a hard task or whatever, you almost feel a bit of stress relief, which is why you keep doing it. So what is perfectionism? More often than not, perfectionism is a delay tactic masked as high standards, but really we are avoiding mistakes or judgment. It can also be used to delay action because you want certainty, control, or a perfect outcome before starting. So the question is, how are they connected? Well, procrastination is avoiding starting, and perfectionism is avoiding finishing. See how both of them link to avoidance? They're actually the same thing. You're not someone that perfects things, you're a procrastinator. At the same token, you don't label yourself that. I'm just trying to tell you that if you're trying to identify as a perfectionist, you're actually a procrastinator. It's just a fancy term for that. But we want to remove that identity and call it a habit. So you just procrastinate, you're not a procrastinator. So, where does it show up? Well, with procrastination, here are some examples. Waiting until the deadline pressure before starting. Avoiding a task by doing easier or less important tasks. I used to do this all the time when it came to gaming, right? Gaming is pleasurable. So I'd rather do gaming than create content or whatever it was at the time. Or I'd do less important tasks that, again, were easier. This classic, I'll start when I'm ready. And then number 4 is no idea where to start, which is how we're going to break that into today. So perfectionism examples, spending hours on details that don't matter. This could be websites, logos, colors, etc. Over researching before taking action. And that's like over planning as well. Wanting clarity on everything before taking the first step. We as Christians need to remember that we walk by faith, not just by sight. So sometimes we have to step out in faith, not with full clarity on the mission. Rewriting or re-recording instead of finishing. Trying to make sure there's no flaws, right? But something I'm going to break into you right now is your version of perfect is not the same as mine. You could create the perfect video in your eyes and I watch it and go, that's absolutely terrible. So this is why you procrastinate. Here's the loop that we want to break. The first thing in here is lack of clarity. Where am I heading? What's the next step? This is where a lot of people get stuck. They may be like, I'm pumped. Like I know I want to work. I just don't know where to start. So they stop. They have no idea what to do. And then you might move on to that and go, right, I know what I'm doing, but I've got too many tasks. I've got too many ideas. I can't prioritize. Where do I go from here, etc. And then you avoid the work, right? This is where we go into avoidance and fearing what's going to happen. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Like I don't have time today. Like I've got this, I've got that. I'll do it tomorrow. It's fine. And then the other one is, what if no one buys my product? What if no one likes my content? What if I get no views? Or worse, I get load of hate comments. It's a load of what ifs. And then the next part is waiting for motivation and discipline. Maybe you've broken the lack of clarity, the overwhelming, and the fear. You're now like, I'm ready, but I don't have motivation. But I need more discipline, and then I'll get started. Again, see how they're all avoiding. The shift I want you to make. The old approach would be try harder, push through, and wait for motivation. As we both know, me and you, that doesn't work. We've tried it, we failed, and that's why you're on this video. And God bless you for watching till this far in the video. The new approach I want you to have is you're not a procrastinator, you have a habit of procrastinating. And I know I've already said that, but drilling that into your head, you gotta keep enforcing that like an affirmation almost, right? I want you to define outcomes, define the next step, lower the bar, because done is better than perfect. Instead of going, oh, I need my videos to have loads of B-roll and all this stuff. That's one of the reasons why you're not even creating content in the first place, because you've created a high bar for yourself that you have never achieved before, or maybe you've achieved it before, but the problem is it's been so long that you haven't got a habit of creating that high level work. So you need to lower that bar. You need to lower the quality of your videos. Maybe that's less B-roll. Maybe that's less length in the video. It's a 30-second instead of 60 seconds. I also want you to reduce overwhelm. This is by pausing and praying in stillness. Okay, so that could be before every task like I do. It could be literally just at the end of the day or when you're overwhelmed, right? Pause and pray. As it says in Philippians 4:6-7, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which exceeds anything we can understand. His peace will guard your hearts and minds as you live in Christ Jesus. God doesn't want you stressing. As it also says in Matthew 6:34, don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Tomorrow is not promised. Instead of saying, I'm going to do it tomorrow, give yourself and your future self less pressure by doing it today instead. That is one of the key things that changed everything for me. Your tomorrow self is then going to be like, wow, I've got so much work to do. I'm so stressed. I'm then going to have to bring it to tomorrow instead. And then you just bring in all of that stuff. You're piling it up on your shoulders, in the back of your mind, everywhere, your to-do list, etc. And it never gets done. You have to make your life for the future easier by doing the hard work now, even when you don't feel like it. So this is what not to do. A to-do list, right? Create YouTube video. That's all you have on your to-do list. You don't have anything else. The result is that is procrastination waiting to happen. It's too vague because that's a big task, right? Creating a YouTube video. There's a lot of steps, as you will be able to see in the next part. What to do instead? Break it down. The outcome then becomes create one YouTube video, and you don't have to do that all in one day because it can take a very long time. And this depends on the task that you're doing. Maybe it's a website, maybe it's a program you're creating for clients, whatever it is. You have to break it down into simple steps, because on your to-do list, you hear brainstorm idea. Okay, that's pretty simple. Well, I've got to do half an hour brainstorming rather than create a whole YouTube video. That's too much tension that you're just going to put it off. So the steps are start to finish, which is brainstorm an idea. Then you're going to create a title, script, record, edit, create thumbnail, upload to YouTube. And that is as simple as it gets. Okay. You want the tasks to seem like they're so easy, not this massive task that's like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. I'll do it tomorrow. If every day you can just go, oh, you know, I'm just going to brainstorm today. I'm just going to create that title today and slowly break it down. You'll then make progress. And then eventually you'll get to the point where you might be able to do all of it in one day or in 3 days, or you might batch your content. And this goes with not just content as well, of course. So I want to give you a free guide in order to do this. Instead of just giving you loads of information and you're like, okay, cool, yeah, I'm just going to watch the next procrastination video and maybe it will sort me out. You have to apply action. You cannot just keep watching YouTube videos. And I tell you that because I spent years and years of my life watching procrastination videos, watching self-improvement videos, and never putting in the work. The only way you change is if you change something. To try this free guide out, it's basically a very simple weekly planner that I use. I call it the Clarity Starter. It's in the link of the description. And it will basically show you outcome 1. That could be YouTube, that could be creating a business offer, it could be anything that you've got to do for the week. And you want to just have the big title, have the big goal as an outcome. So for example, like we say with the YouTube, and then break it down step by step from start to finish in that order as well. And that's in the link of the description. So we're going to end it off with just how faith comes into all of this. Obviously, I've already touched on a bit of it already, but this isn't about guilt or shame. This is not about condemning you. It's about stewardship of your time, because God cares how we use our time and our gifts and our money as well. Time is something we can't get back. It's one of the wallets. It's one of the banks that they don't tell you about. They tell you about your money bank, but they don't tell you about your time bank. Tomorrow is not promised. You have to start working now. Prayer is how we become proactive rather than reactive. Instead of when bad things happen, we don't just stress and we don't dive straight into that stress and then thrive off it like I used to. We try to pause and pray to invite God in. We want to stay in that perfect peace that God provides us. It's a process that I am still doing. I'm not going to come across here and say that I'm absolutely perfect, and every time something comes up, I'm just praying, I'm just pausing, etc. But it's a habit that I'm instilling, and you have to want to make that change as well. So I'm just praying that everything that I've said has not come across like, you need to do this, you need to do that. I may have come across like that, and I just pray that you see it because I actually love you. In Christ, we are all one body. And even if you're not a Christian and you've watched to the very end, I still love you. This may sound weird and you're like, bro, why does this guy love me? I want the best for you. And I want to read you my why statement to show you what I mean by how much I love you. For so many years of my life, I was wasting my potential. So many years, 4 years, 6 years, because I was procrastinating. It's now my mission to stop people procrastinating and perfecting their work and start building what God created them to do. So my why statement is to inspire people to build a life they don't want to escape from, so that they don't waste their God-given potential. God-given potential. Potential. I know that you are meant for more, because I felt that exact same way. I just couldn't get started. Now, if you feel like, you know what, the template's not going to be enough and I want to take it a step further, I encourage you to look into joining my community, which will be in the first link of the description. That is a bunch of Christians, creators, entrepreneurs who are trying to grow closer to God and improve in a godly way. So there'll be more resources in there, more in-depth guides, etc. Building that out right now. It's free to join as of right now, but there will be paid tiers soon. Other than that, I pray that this blessed you, that God worked through this video. God bless.